What's up, everybody? It is day 45 of being homeless. As you see, I have my jacket on because it's really cold. Winter is finally starting to hit Southern California. That's usually what it takes until November. Winter in Southern California doesn't, or the cold, winter-ish temperatures don't usually hit until about, say, the middle to late October. Beginning of November, and then randomly, like in December, we have like an 80 degree Fahrenheit day. But yeah, it's officially cold. It is, there's still cities in Southern California. It's not like Palm Springs, Blythe, or Needles. Any given day, look at the temperature, like the high of Palm Springs, California, Needles, California. Those are all in Southern California. Those are all hot cities. Those cities rarely get cold. I mean, at night they'll get cold because it's desert, not a lot of humidity, so the heat is able to escape at night. But during the day, yeah, they stay hot. Throughout the year, pretty much. Maybe January, February, they'll get a little bit cold during the day, but they're hitting probably like at least 70 degrees Fahrenheit during the daytime, even in the coldest months. Maybe 60 in the high of the day, but you're definitely not seeing any snow in Palm Springs. You're definitely not seeing snow in Blythe, California, or in Needles, California. I actually lived in Blythe, California. It is out there. If you go on Google Images and look up Blythe, California, look at it on a map, it is out there in the middle of the desert. There's nothing out there. It's on the border of California and Arizona. And the reason, there's two main reasons why it's hot in those places. Lighting sucks at it. There's two main reasons why it's hot in those places throughout the year. One, because it's proximity to the Tropic of Cancer, basically where the sun is like directly overhead. Tropic of Cancer, is it Cancer or Capricorn? One of the two. Where in the daytime the sun gets directly overhead. Basically, the sun is directly pointing at a specific part of Earth because the Earth is tilted. So I think the Tropic of Cancer or Capricorn, whatever it's called, it's like at 22 degrees north latitude. And so anywhere within, like, say, 10 degrees latitude of that, you get pretty hot throughout the year. So anyhow, that's one reason. It's closer to the center of the equator, basically. Palm Springs, Blythe, Needles, I don't know, Indio, I think. But even places like all in Riverside County, San Bernardino County, all in Southern California. But anyhow, the second reason is because those places don't have any elevation. If you know anything about Earth and air and all that, it gets colder higher elevation you go because it's less air. Anybody who lives in a state that has mountains know that, because you're in the valley, you look up at the mountains, and a lot of times you're like, oh, there's snow up there, there's not snow down here, must be colder. Simple. But if you live in a place that doesn't have mountains, maybe that's not so intuitive to you, which is understandable. But if you're from California, Colorado, I don't know, Utah, anywhere with mountains, you know that. So anyhow, like Palm Springs, it's probably like a couple hundred feet elevation, and so there's more air molecules, and so it's hotter. Whereas you go higher up to, like, say, Big Bear, California. If you look up Big Bear, California, it's like at 7,000 feet elevation. It gets cold pretty quick over there because it's high up, even though the latitude is not very different. The north latitude is not very different from Palm Springs, maybe like 30 something, whatever. It's 7,000 feet in Big Bear as opposed to like not even 1,000 feet in Palm Springs. or I think even Phoenix, and I'm gonna go there or something. So anyhow, it's cold now in Southern California, or at least here in most parts of Southern California. Starting to get cold. We're starting to get cold temperatures finally. Other places, in northern latitudes, you guys already got snow already. Higher elevations, you already got snow already. I mean, if you live in Denmark, Norway, any northern part of Europe, you've been getting cold temperatures for probably a month or two at least. And if you live anywhere above, like, say, I don't know, 5,000 feet, you've probably been getting cold temperatures for at least a month or two now. So it's finally starting to hit here around the equator. Actually, on the equator, I don't think it ever really gets too cold. Just rains. Anyhow, day 45 of being homeless. See you guys tomorrow.